Do you know what? I'm going to be controversial here. I don't think they're that bad.
Shopping centre toilets.
So I have a...
Met some of the best people I know in there.
My Tour Allegations is on sale now. I'm going all over the country. You can see the dates below me now if you're watching. And if you're an audio listener, you're going to have to Google it. I'm coming everywhere. It's going to be dead fun. It's the best show I've ever done by a mile. It's going to be a right laugh. So get your tickets now at robcomedy.com.
Warning. The following podcast contains extreme language and themes and is not suitable for all audiences.
Hello, welcome to Dead Men Talking with me, Rob Mulholland, him a big fat coat boy. We've got little not gay Tom in the corner with his manager Madison. We've got a very special guest today. It's someone I actually genuinely fucking love. It's my mate, Danny Sutcliffe.
It's a fucking pleasure to be here.
How you doing, mate?
I'm very good, thank
Danny
you.
Danny is comedian and star of British indie film Mr. Doom, which is out now streaming.
Yes,
Yeah.
on anything but Netflix, basically.
Yeah,
Amazon Prime and all that.
I went to the premiere, and it's always an awkward moment going to see something your friend has created in it. Like, I went to see a mate's band a couple of years ago, and it was one of the worst things I've ever seen. And you got to pretend it's good afterwards. Thankfully, Danny is actually really, really fucking good at it. Because I was watching it, I go in and I'm like, this better not be shit. I can't lie to him. He was fucking brilliant.
What is Mr. Doom about?
Mr. Doom.
Interviews.
Thank you, Freddie. Thank you.
Great question, Freddie.
Yeah.
Great question. Thanks for asking, not at all pre-scripted. It is about a guy who's just basically a waster, lives in a caravan and pisses his money away, playing pool, hustling pool and winning, then goes back to the caravan, drinks it all, snorts it all, starts again the next day, and he's dead happy with that.
And how did you get into the role?
Yeah. It was a real stretch for Danny, this one.
But then he meets another hustler and they sort of have to go together across pool halls, and it's a big thing. But the guy who wrote the film, Leif Johnson, Lady Johnson's brother, actually wrote the scripts during lockdown and he said my voice was just in his head when he wrote that character. So at the end of it, he's like, I've got the script. Do you want to try and be in it? I'm like, yeah, all right then. Yeah, fuck it.
You literally just fallen into it, haven't you? Yeah.
Tell us about the gay sex scenes. Were they challenging? Or...
It was an interesting artistic choice to show full penetration, I thought.
Do you know what?
I didn't think that whole dick could get up there.
8 balls. Sometimes the art finds
He was a black guy.
But yeah, it's genuinely fucking great to have you because, like, Danny is legit one of my dead good mates. We go festivals together and stuff.
Yes.
Went one last year. Went to Peterhead, our favourite festival last year, and rather insensitively, one of the entertainment things they had was people on paragliders, which, given the context of the previous year, you know, October 7th and all that at music festivals, but like that happened, like a paraglider flew over the top, and Danny just jumped up, grabbed a knife, and started waving it at the sky, shouting, "Not today, ISIS!" It's fucking class.
I stopped an attack.
Yeah, it's actually quite a hero.
I was on the front line.
If only you were there at that music festival in Israel, maybe
Exactly.
this had never
Oh,
started. Not today, Hamas.
It's literally it.
Won't let me
Fucking
through
amazing.
customs with a knife.
One of my favourites a couple of years ago, about 6 a.m, Danny convinced the guy who was off his bollocks that Danny was from the council and he was shutting the festival down.
Oh, yeah.
He was just like, Danny sat there with a fucking beer and a spliff, just like off his head. He's just gone, "No, I'm Councillor Joe Petrie. I've come to shut this down." Noisy.
Joe Pesci.
Councillor Joe Petrie.
Thinking on my feet. Don't know where that came
As
from.
in Joe Pesci.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't know.
But like Joe
Like a
Petri
Petri
dish.
dish.
Joe
Yeah.
Petri dish, yeah.
Yeah, fully convinced. This guy's like, "No, mate, you can't shut it down. We're all having fun."
I'm the council.
But then afterwards, he comes back as a burglar. There's only one little child, and he has to beat her to, "It's Mr. Doom 2!"
Mrs. Doom.
You are probably the first guest in history that has come with stories.
Hey.
We are going to just weave them in.
Right, seamlessly.
Seamlessly.
As we always do.
You probably won't even notice the 5 stories. Let us know in the comments if you...
If you spot the bit where we do the intros.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty trippy, one might say. You know, almost like going to Ben Brazil on edibles.
Oh, this is like Penn and Teller Fools, lads. Well done. Yes. So we've got these wonderful. We had these wonderful edibles from Canada.
Were these the same ones that fucked me up?
Yes.
Right. Danny
Yeah.
is not a good person to take an edible off. He's like,
No.
he comes up to me, he goes, right, these are just little ones. You know, a little morning one, get you going for the day, a little 5 milligram. I'm like, lovely. 5 milligram is very, very mild. You know, you barely even notice it happening. Fantastic. He dishes them out around the campsite to everyone. And an hour later, we realised Danny is a liar and none of us can walk.
They were 30 milligrams.
No, they weren't. No, they weren't, Danny. They were 100 plus.
Hundreds.
They were 100 plus.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
And for about 4 hours, we were all just sort of lay around the camp, and I'm like, any minute now,
We'll be fine.
we're going to be fine. And I'll be like, oh, it's fading. Everyone, oh, fuck, no, sit back down. Sit down.
So it's the same batch you had in Canada, was it?
Yeah,
Right.
but we had a bit more piss and vinegar about us with this one. So like, we've got a couple of drinks in us. Obviously, the meat keeps arriving.
Yeah.
But at one point, like, I've gone fully cross-eyed because these edibles have kicked in, and I'm just going green. Pigeon heart, fucking yes, I'm on edibles. It's great. So we're having a brilliant time.
Yeah.
And at one point, this family comes in, and the little girl who was with the family just wanted a dessert. That's all she wanted. Amateur hour. You don't go
what
to
a
Bembrizil
waste
for
of money.
desserts. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like going, I want a salad.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
come
yeah.
on, love, get on board. Anyway, the dad was fuming about it. But I'm on edibles, and I'm like caring for the community. Stop that ISIS attack,
Sure.
you know. So I'm like, right, I knew we had like a Groupon voucher thing where at the end you get a free little dessert. So the waitress came over at the end and she's like, oh, just so you know, you've got your Groupon voucher, you get a free dessert. By now, I'm like sweating and like all my hair's matted to my face and everything. I've unbuttoned my shirt to down about here. And I'm just like, I just turn around and like, this was the execution of the plan. And I just remember going, there was a child. The little girl, she can have the pudding. Gurning like, give her my pudding. But she needs to sit here and eat it. And Alston's like, she's not getting this joke at all. And I'm like, bring the child. And we can never go to Pembrokeshire ever again.
God, Danny, I'm surprised they didn't call the police.
Oh, fuck off.
Give him a break in between.
Do a bit of the show.
Jesus Christ.
I want to get through all 5 and just see what the fuck happens.
That is the problem with an ironic pedo joke, is if people don't know you,
Yeah.
and you know, you do look and sound like you, Danny,
Yes.
you know, can cause an issue. I can see why they were confused. You're not a man I'd let my daughter take a pudding off.
Come and get the pudding. Come on.
Some people don't find paedophilia funny at all.
They really don't, do they?
No.
And like, we make really good pedo jokes all the time.
Yeah.
We're like, eh? And some people are really upset.
Has there ever been a bad pedo joke?
Yeah, we've made loads of them.
Yeah.
2 people walked out of our show last night. They were very upset.
Did they?
Yeah, hopefully, apparently they were right next to a camera, so fingers crossed we've got the audio. Like, basically, I think what had
Oh,
happened
I
was...
didn't know this.
Apparently, I think what had happened was a guy had brought his girlfriend, right? And that's always a risk with us.
No, darling, I'm just as outraged as you.
Yeah. It was basically one of those.
For
Apparently,
this podcast that I've listened to religiously for hundreds of episodes,
Yeah.
doing paedophile jokes, I never thought.
Apparently,
This isn't The Rest is Politics. Rah, 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 rah.
She was actually from Anglesey. That's what really got her.
but apparently there was, she was just like, what have you brought me to? And I really hope we've got the audio so we can use it as an advert.
That's so funny.
This is our live show in Birmingham
live
for
podcast.
context.
Yeah, cheers for coming out to Birmingham, everyone who was there. It was fucking well fun. Like, that sort of stuff, I
I
absolutely
wonder
love.
what joke it was that sent her over the edge.
Could
Do we
literally
know?
be any bit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Anything.
There was the guy whose daughter's boyfriend had a big dick. We talked about that for a long time.
There's a lot of Down syndrome chat.
Oh, yeah, there was a lot of Downs chat. Yeah,
Yeah.
it could have been anything, to be honest.
Yeah.
Downs chats.
Oh,
Play the
that's a
sting,
sting. That's a sting. Countdowns.
One guy heckled me through the medium of crisps one night at a gig.
Uh-huh.
It's not even on the list.
I know. I was just
Guy's
pulling
full
them
of
out of nowhere
stories.
now, Freddie. This is a treat.
What, get back on the script,
This
Danny,
is a
come on.
free pudding. And he'd heard something about wheelchairs, and it was personal to him, apparently. You know, I'd never met him, but I'd fucking got him.
Saw him roll out.
Yeah. But he somehow, his lad, or a lad he knew, and he went out into the foyer, had a go at, I think it was Sean, and was like, he needs to get off stage right now. I've just lost it. And he's like, no, that wasn't the context of the joke at all. Anyway, he went to the bar, bought like 6 bags of crisp, and then was sat in his seat angrily eating crisps and crunching the packets to try.
Quite a funny way to
Throw me
disrupt a show.
Ironically, they were walkers.
Hey!
If you need a crisp pun, I'm your guy.
Yeah. It's very much his specialty. You've wandered right into his area. That isn't a bad way to ruin a show, though, because that's going to really piss off the comedian.
Yeah.
Genuinely will.
I heard fuck all. The
Yeah.
immediate audience around him were like,
Oh, you didn't even notice?
Crisps. No,
he's fucked
didn't even
it then.
notice. Yeah, he fucked it.
Right, yeah. I thought he was like front row because I've had that before where people are like munching through it. It's like, can you wait 5 minutes? I'm doing jokes about periods. How are you still eating? Those are tomato flavour and all.
Who brings jam to a comedy night?
Just doing toast.
Just spoonfuls of jam.
Just all around the mouth. Jam.
It's such a funny food, jam.
It is a funny food, yeah.
In what way?
I just like the word jam.
Yeah.
So yeah, the rest of the live shows are...
I don't know, it just sounds special needs, doesn't it, jam?
What do you mean?
Do you not think, when you say the word jam, do you not think like you're a special needs person?
I mean, you are always, so, you should think that all the time.
I think jam is one of those foods where you have it every once in a while, every once in a blue moon, and you have it and you go, oh, I should have more jam. And then you forget it exists for like another 6 months.
Yeah, I mainly eat it in donut form. That's my main source of jam. I would say pink jammies from Greg's. I fucking smash them on the reg. Greg's has got the best donuts on the high street by a long fucking distance. When your gallstones are out, treat yourself.
Oh, do you know what a world it's going to be?
Mate, I cannot wait. He's going to get so fat so quickly when his gallstones are out. Because, like, he's been doing so well and he's been really disciplined. But I know as soon as he doesn't have to be, and the temptation's there.
Oh, mate, I'm going to find the fattest cunt I can. And we're going to ride around Manchester like fucking Aladdin and Princess Jasmine on a carpet. I can show you the world.
Just shoving pasties in his face.
Tell me, princess, now when did you last eat your weight in carbs?
What's your first fat meal going to be when you can have anything?
Carbonara.
Yeah, doesn't even have to think about it.
Yeah.
How long has it been since you've had a carbonara?
I can tell you the exact dates.
Have you been counting down the hours?
Give me just 2
It's like a
seconds.
prison cell.
I'll give you.
Days since carbonara.
I'll give
What,
you.
have you written it down?
I'll give you the.
Did you write it? Sorry, do you write your meals in your diary?
I used to have a
Had
food.
a lovely carbonara today.
Well, I used to have a food diary, and it feels like you taking the piss out of it
Yeah,
now.
it was longer than Lord of the Rings.
Give me just 2 seconds. When was my? It was the 17th of November, 2024,
My God.
and I haven't had
This
one
must be the
since.
longest you've ever gone. Sans carbonara.
You don't put sand in a carbonara. That's stupid.
Fucking hell. If he'd said
Sand
that,
carbonara.
if he said that,
fucking minging.
you'd be so angry if he said
Someone
that.
on the
and
front
rightly
row
so.
crunching.
Just grit and guanciale.
Yeah, but if you cook it high enough, it becomes glass carbonara, which is delicious.
Yeah, but then the eggs would scramble, wouldn't they? The egg.
Yeah, they would,
thing
yeah.
that makes-
And the
fuck
cream
out of
and
there.
curdle, wouldn't it? The cream and the
No.
carbonara.
Oh, you fucker.
I've been doing this to him for 3 years. I've been saying there's cream in a carbonara, and he gets angry every fucking time.
17th of November was the last time I had a carbonara because it was my tour show in Chester.
Right.
And we all know how that went because you did the support.
Yeah.
And there was a chance that I wasn't going to be able to make it.
Oh,
on for
yeah. I did a couple of his supports when he was dead ill. And, like, the Chester one, I was like, I don't know if he can do this show. He was really fucked.
Yeah. But this was before we kind of knew that, like, fat and shit was like a trigger.
Sorry, was this before we knew fat was bad for you? Is that what you're saying?
No, but like...
I've been saying it for a while.
No, but like those types of meals, those
Yeah.
creamy but without cream, creamy types of meals.
Full
and
of
stuff.
cream, carbonara, full of cream, creamy carbonara. Yum, yum, yum. Love that cream.
Yeah. So that was the last.
Best bit's the cream, isn't it?
that was-
I'm only in it for the cream.
That was the last.
It rules everything around me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was the,
Carbonara bills, y'all. That's what we should do.
Yeah.
Form a rap group just about carbonara.
Oh, yeah,
pasta.
just 5 white guys. Cream rules everything around me.
The food tank clan.
There is a group called the Jewtang Clan that does like Hasidic versions of Wu-Tang songs.
Brilliant.
Shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Have they got an underground studio down like this grid in New
Can we
York?
Google the Jewtang Clan to find some of their songs, please? I saw one of their vinyls in a record shop, and it's one of my great regrets I didn't buy it. Really should have done.
Check out my gravel pit filled with dead Palestinian children.
No, it's not from that. There is a group called the Jewtang. There we go, Jewtang Clan on the right. Musical
That's
artist.
class.
Yeah. They're on Spotify. Arabic hip hop.
8
Super Jews.
8
They've got-
monthly listeners.
Fucking
Have
hell. They are not killing it, are they?
Well,
I don't know if this is the original. No, this is just Super Jews. This is a different group.
No, it's not.
Oh,
Is it an album?
I
name
don't know.
or-
This isn't the one I knew from back in the back in the day. And it was about 20 years ago. I saw one of their records in a record shop. I don't know if their career's kicked off
no.
since then.
We could be the thing that put. Let's get him for dead, mate.
I'd love to book the Jewtang Clan, and let's book a Muslim band on the next stage right next to him and see what happens. Off you go, lads. We're gonna have a demilitarised zone in the middle of our fucking festival.
Muslim biscuit, we'll call it.
Oh,
He's on fire today. He's on fire.
two
Kanye
belters.
West Bank.
Yeah, let's probably not bring Kanye into it. Lady Gaza.
Yeah.
We've
We've
all
both
got
got
that.
there. We've both got there.
Ah, classic.
It's funny because it's a little bit racist, but it's mostly puns.
Racist puns are the best puns, I'd say.
Yeah.
I
I
enjoy
can't
them
believe
all.
we haven't been cancelled yet. I really can't believe it.
But like, what are they gonna do?
I don't
Like,
know.
well, this is the thing. There's nothing. that
Shouted
can-
us on Twitter.
Yeah. I'm genuinely annoyed we've not added more controversy. To be honest with you, I think it'd be really.
Done
good
over
for us.
200 of these.
Yeah, it'd really blow us up.
Are
I
you
think,
trying?
Well,
Are you trying to get...
sort of. But the thing with it is, I think everyone just like leave them to it. Just they're in their little corner being grutty.
Yeah, they've got nothing left to lose.
Yeah, he's like, what are you going to take off me? I don't have a career outside
kid.
this. I also don't have that yet. You're going to have to wait.
Someone sent us an email a few weeks ago asking us to sack me, and I was like, I read the emails.
What were you-
I'm old.
Why?
I'm an
Why
owner
were
of
you
the
getting-
business.
Why? Get it up.
Yeah. Can we
Let's
read this
read it.
email, please?
I don't know
Because
what
I
it
think, like, to be honest, it sounds like they're making some good points.
I know.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see what they got to say.
Sounds like they make some good points. We don't even know the point they made yet.
Yeah. Well, Tom should be sacked. I know that.
I hope they did like the Alan Partridge gif on the whiteboard where it's like, just sack Tom.
Yeah. I can't find
Do you remember why that they were asking for you to be sacked?
No, there wasn't like a specific reason.
Yeah.
Um,
They were just like, he's shit at his job, can't read.
yeah, rubbish at finding emails that he references.
Yeah.
I don't know where they got that from.
Yeah.
I can't find it. It might have been on page. I don't know where it is, but it was someone asked me to sack me, and I was like,
Yeah, based on
right
what?
to me.
Based
Yeah.
on what? What was the?
There wasn't a reason. They just said they didn't like me.
I get a lot of those as well about you.
Yeah, I do as well. So most of my emails is, could you sack Tom? I've had to send them to a spam folder, get inundated. There's all those Twitter accounts as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a lot of stuff requests for Madison as well. But those aren't sacking. Those are
Yeah. We just got to burn those emails.
tribute pictures mostly. Have you spilt yogurt on a picture of Madison?
Send this to the boys. They're going to love this.
Honestly, don't do that because I know that there'll be one or two people.
Yeah. This is the problem with our fans. Like most of them, 99% of them will totally get the joke and be like, ha ha ha, what a funny and ludicrous thing that
But
no one would
that
ever
1%,
do.
which-
That 1%
which-
are fucking strong and
that
they are
one-
there.
And that 1% is probably about 500 people.
Yeah. 500 of the weirdest cunts in the country.
When I
See,
used
this
to,
is-
sorry, when I used to work at ITV, someone used to do that with a picture of Rachel Riley, like weekly. One person just send pictures.
Oh,
of
God
Rachel
forbid
Riley.
I have a hobby.
How do you know it's the same guy? Same ropes.
Is that tastes the same again?
Says, yeah, that's him. That's Colin.
I assume it's in handwriting, so I wasn't opening it. It was just someone.
And there's his signature, an eye in a pyramid put out in jizz.
Did they send them on to
Strikes
Rachel Riley?
I doubt it. I reckon they probably just threw him away.
Oh,
They probably asked her if she wanted him. But I assume she said
she's
no.
married now, you know.
Yeah.
This is why I never buy a Part X iPad. Just because
You can't buy a wanking machine.
It's buying buying a pre-owned iPad is a bit like adopting a dog, innit? Like, you don't really know what you're bringing into the house.
We think it's been abused.
How come every time I Google fat, it seizes up? Like,
Every time that weather girl comes on, gets really excited.
Yeah, it's why I don't really like holding other people's phones. Like, I would never pick up Freddie's phone. I know what he's doing with it.
He's not wanking on his phone, is he?
Yeah, but he's
That's just carbonara. It's carbonara sauce.
oh, he's covered in cream.
I don't use my phone to masturbate.
Oh, do you not?
I use
Just
my
shove
hands.
up your ass.
It's two strangers' phones.
I feel like
A
an
wrestling
iPad.
move.
I feel like an iPad is too formal. I think there's too much planning gone on there.
Whom it may concern.
'Cause it feels like a phone. You've gone, oh, I might have a wank. You know, it's casual. It's just there. It happens to be on you.
Yeah.
But an iPad, you've gone and prepped it. You've gone and got your iPad. You've got ready. You know?
It's too big as well.
Yeah.
It's a big job. Like a laptop, you can sit down, can't you? But if you're holding an iPad, it
Laptops
looks
are,
ridiculous.
laptops are 100% the best.
Yeah.
Because you get it can sit up on its own right and you get better screen resolution.
Yeah, sometimes I don't like it being on a big screen because they'll do like a zoom in and I don't need to see a fanny that large. It's like terrifying. That's
what
I
I-
could walk into that.
That's what I like. The funnies that I watch attack buildings in Tokyo.
Minzilla!
I'd never seen such big rabia.
Minge Kong.
Here's the thing, like sometimes like
Crushed by clitoris.
Like, you know, just sometimes it'll cut to that shot where they're sort of behind and there's like the guy's got one leg up and it's just balls and ass pulsing at the top of it. I need that small if I'm going to see that. That shot always baffles me in porn.
Do you ever watch porn preamble?
No.
Do you not?
No, I'm not warming up while
I watch
watching
it
the story.
sometimes.
Right.
Just
I'm a skipper.
bit of
I'm
backstory.
Right.
Well, yeah, what's this free use story happening? All right, she's preparing a meal. Her friend's over. The husband answers and enters.
Yeah, I don't watch porn. I just read the scripts.
Alexa, print off.
Enter stage right. Big black guy.
A handsome man enters.
Help! My washing machine appears to be broken, and I'm stuck in it.
It is mad that that's such a huge genre of porn since they've had like algorithms to like analyse what people actually want. Well, it turns out what they want is their stepsister trapped.
Yeah.
It's mad, that, isn't it? Like just people stuck in fucking like with their head through a banister, and like that's people are like.
Do you not think the idea of a woman being trapped is sexy?
Not in like a washing machine or a banister?
What do you mean, like in like a cage? Or
Yeah, like chained to a radiator.
Oh. Show me a bit of Duffy porn.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Like, I'm not really into all those bells and whistles. I don't need accoutrement.
I don't like bells and whistles. Not my porn.
I like Morris dancer porn. That's what I'm into.
Fucking a
Just
steam.
knocking the dicks together. Tick, tick, tick.
You see, me and Freddie need a story.
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
got to save the local church.
Right.
And that's how the lads all get together and go around the pole together with the bells and whistles. We want the story.
See, in my head, the story is this woman wants to have sex with me. That's the story I
Have
need.
you got a story, Daddy?
Yeah, so
Well-
I was ordering a pizza.
Actually. Yeah, I have got one for you.
Time for Danny's story time.
Do you want to do our night out?
Yeah, let's do our night out.
So we were brand new, weren't we?
Yeah.
We could eat all the carbonara we wanted back in the day.
I think that's what got him into this mess, to be honest.
And we just had a comics night.
Who were
out,
we on a
didn't
night out with back then?
So it would have been, I think if it's the same one, so it would have been Basnett. Diane Fitton was out for a little bit. Pete Phillipson.
Oh, yeah.
Right, some of the old school gang.
What's
Maybe
Pete
Adam was
doing
there.
these days?
I'm not sure, because the last time I saw Pete,
He was happy.
he was happy and he'd just
Yeah.
gone full time.
That's always death for a comedian.
Kills comedy. That you want to
Yeah.
be absolutely fucking miserable.
Yeah, you need to be
Why I'm
living
doing so well.
That is a fucking myth. That is absolute bollocks that is only told by sad people to themselves. Being like, I'm an artist. And it's just pathetic. You can't be happy and have fun. Comedy's meant to be fun, just have a laugh.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't happy before comedy, so
Yeah, that's true. You're, if
Yeah.
anything, happier now.
I'm an early adopter. Yeah, lions.
Yeah.
Lions, do you work in a zoo? Brennan would have been out
Yeah,
for
yeah.
a bit. Machin, Laney, a couple of the old gang.
What's
Yeah.
Machin doing?
She's
She's happily married.
happily married and
Yeah.
has got she's a teacher of
Decent
law.
job, yeah.
A teacher of what?
Law.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
for
she's
her.
doing really good. But yeah, this is
You'll probably need her services
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
soon.
this was probably a year or two before I begun. I think I was.
Yes. Before you got the gang, but we'd had loads to drink, haven't we? We drank
You
the
little
world.
rebels.
Yeah.
And I was at the back of our gang going into this tiki bar
Right.
around the corner from next door to where Almost Famous used to be, and I remember this hand was like, not tonight.
Yeah.
And to be fair, they were right.
Yeah.
I
Every
was
time I've
fucking-
had one of those, in
Yeah.
hindsight, they were right.
Yeah.
But at the time, I was so indignant. I never took one of those well. Never in my life was I like, you know what? I've probably had too many. Good night to you, sir.
Well-
I was always like, what? I'm not fucking pissed.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
I get
however
beaten
you
up by
might
a
have
bouncer
said-
around an alley.
However you might have taken it, you probably haven't taken it like Danny took it.
Yeah.
So there was an exchange, and it was like, you fucking pricks. I'll knock you all out. And then I decided against that, and I was like, I'm going to go the diplomatic deep burn.
Right.
And I remember saying, through one good eye, I was in the Hilton less than an hour ago. Didn't make any sense.
What a boast.
And I wasn't. I've been in McDonald's.
Yeah. You couldn't get in here, you're too pissed.
Two double cheesies. And so I thought, well, that brings me up in estimation.
Sure.
Like,
An
clearly.
£80 hotel, you say, sir?
He went into the public lobby of a hotel.
was removed from there. And then I remember saying, I'm going to get in with this. And I went, I'm a writer for the BBC. Who's your mum's favourite character in Downton Abbey? Because I'm killing them off.
Like he'd be like, oh no, please don't do that. Come in.
And then he went, you fucking knobhead. And I just ran away.
That's funny. Yeehaw, partner! Boy, riding these horses with my cows is all thirsty work. What possibly should I drink now to refresh myself and also forget the pain of my existence?
I think you should get some O'Donnell's moonshine.
O'Donnell's Moonshine sponsors this episode.
I was a cowboy that's travelled. He's been
Yeah,
around.
yeah, no, it was nice. It was nice. It was very inclusive of you to be that cowboy. O'Donnell's Moonshine comes in 20 plus 20 tasty flavours and all sorts of different strengths. Ooh, it goes all the way from 17 to 72% proof, which is proper tough cowboy stuff.
It's the best moonshine on the planet.
Rootin' tootin' moonshine.
Look, we all know how expensive it is to go out and get pissed these days, right? It's pretty much like a budget savings hack at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
Get yourself some 72% moonshine.
We're basically
and enjoy
Martin
your beer.
Lewis. Yeah. Money saving hack. Get absolutely shit faced on tasty moonshine.
And speaking of money saving,
Oh, yeah.
you can get these at o'donnellmoonshine.co.uk. And to save even more money, enter the code DEADMEN10 at checkout and you get 10% off your order.
That's an absolute bargain. It's proper tasty moonshine. Get involved and have a good time.
Hey, Rob,
Oh, yeah.
what you doing Saturday the 30th of August 2025?
I was planning on burning down an immigration centre, but is there anything else better going on?
Well, there's not anything better.
No. There's nothing more worthwhile.
But my pitch would be to do
Yeah.
that the day before.
Right.
And then on Saturday the 30th, come to Dead Meat.
I should do that since I'm organising that festival and will be appearing at it.
It's in Manchester in Didsbury Sports Club, same
Yeah.
place as last time.
Which is
It's
now not underwater anymore, thanks to us. We raised loads of money. We saved it.
Driest place in the country now.
Yeah. Apart
Bigger-
from Freddie's mum's fanny after I'm done with her.
bigger, better, faster, stronger. Look,
Faster than ever, gayer than ever, more Muslim than ever.
first time there was over 600 people came.
Yeah.
This time we're looking at double those figures. We've sold loads of tickets already, but tickets are still available. You can get them via our website, deadmentalkpod.com.
It's comedy, it's chaos, it's free tattoos, it's violence, there's fire. It's going to be sick. deadmentalkpod.com. Get your tickets. We'll see you there August 30th. If you enjoy this podcast, give us your money at patreon.com/deadmentalkpod. We have an extra episode every week, loads of specials, all good. Get on there.
Here's the thing, though, is
Yeah.
these people are probably thinking, how do I know if it's any good?
Ah, well, it obviously is because this podcast's great.
Wouldn't it be really helpful, though, if we gave them like a little sample, little
Yeah,
something?
it would be, but I'm feeling spiteful, so they can't have it.
No.
No, go on then. Have a little sample of a previous episode. Why not?
Listening to this podcast at work has almost gotten me sacked today. Of all the dumb shit I do at work on a daily, the podcast I listen to almost gets me into serious trouble. I shared the podcast with some workmates who enjoy it to the point they'll quote bits from episodes they've seen to each other through the factory.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Which bits are we quoting?
But someone outside the
Indians
group...
love gang raping.
Heil! Zag Heil! No, he's not.
He's not busted a Zag Isle.
But someone outside the group heard some of the stuff said and reported us all to the HR department, who decided to do an internal investigation over alleged racial discrimination and misogyny in the workplace. The HR rep interviewed us all and had pulled up some quotes and jokes from an episode and was basically trying to use these as proof that we had started a right-wing hate group within the workplace and that they had a duty of care to pass along our information to the police. As
Right,
a
start a
safeguarding
go.
message.
We're definitely go
my
for these guys.
God,
For the
that's-
police. I want to know what quotes, because a lot of the stuff we say will not stand up well to a HR person saying it in a dead tone. If
Yeah,
they're like,
yeah.
Indian people shit in the street and gang rape on buses. Uh-huh. You think that's funny, do you? You think that's funny?
Yeah.
You would like to join a conga gang rape?
Do. Let's all do a gang rape.
do. We're all fucking pedos.
You used Deliveroo as an adjective.
Donate $1 million to KFC.
You said Colonel Sanders was the president of black people. This is only one episode.
This is the last 20 minutes. These are some we can remember. 211 of these. 5 times as long.
I remember the first ever episode where we were like, that's probably too racist to put out.
Oh, yeah. There was a bit, first 3 episodes, there was a bit when Rob said that Snorlax was the Down syndrome of Pokemon. And I was walking the dog, and I remember going, oh, I'm not sure about that going on the internet. And now, honest to God, I would...
You wouldn't even blink at that.
What, sorry?
If I said Snorlax was a Down syndrome podcast of, Pokemon, now you'd just be like,
Yeah, I'd agree. No,
you'd be like,
now,
what other Pokemons amongst? Pokemon. How did we not get that? We missed that. Pokemon. Got to very easily catch them all.
go, cerebral palsy. Cerebral palsy, use dribble.
Charizard.
It wasn't very effective.
Charizard.
Charizard.
It's the only one I know. It's the only Pokemon I know.
Charizard. I must have told you about the one where I got arrested in Harrogate. We went out with my mates on a night out. And we'd all tried to get into a club and they'd refused entry to one guy in our group, right? Because he wasn't dressed smart enough. Now, he was by far the smartest dressed person in our group, but was also Asian. So we're like, what the fuck? He was the only one wearing a shirt and trousers and shoes. The rest of us all in like t-shirt and jeans, but are white. So I'm like, what the fuck? And it all kicks off. And like, there's a big argument. But then me and my mate Steve decide we're not going to beat up this bouncer because he's fucking well hench. We've got no chance. We're two very lanky boys. But what we can do is...
Challenge him to a game of cricket.
Oh, you want to see my fast bowling, mate? No, we decided we would just upset him as much as we could. So what we were doing, we were shouting stuff at him, like insulting him, and then as soon as he'd move towards us, we'd just run away. Which is a really funny thing to do with people because they can't stop you. And they're just like, come back here and fight me. We'd be like, no! And then just run away more. We kept doing that. We kept coming back, insulting him. He'd chase us a bit. We're having a great time. And then eventually, they called the police. And when the police arrived, I was lying on my back with my legs in the air, with my trousers and pants off, showing him my bumhole. And I was going, look at that. You bet you like that, don't you, you dickhead? I bet you love this. The police arrived. Then we started winding up the police and like doing the same thing, insulting them and running away. But eventually, they caught us. We ended up getting put in the van. We spent a night in the cells. It was fucking great.
Well, yeah, the mistake you made there is that they have a van.
Yeah.
You can't run away from a van.
No, we couldn't run away from the van. Lesson learned. We got banned from Harrogate Town Centre for a couple of months. Nice. They were like, don't come back to Harrogate. We're like, all right.
Unless you're dressed extremely smartly.
I'm not being funny, and I don't wish this on you, but if they'd have caught you by tasing you, that would have been such a drop.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
When I fall over, it's fucking spectacular. If I got tased, it would be a laugh. Yeah.
I can't imagine you running.
Yeah. All right.
You're a very uncoordinated
I
man.
am very uncoordinated. I'm all right. When I was at school, I was all right medium distance. You know, like 800 meters, 1500 meters. I was all right at them. The sprints, nah, mate. Nah, I'm too long. You know, it's hard to get it all coordinated. Yeah.
Yeah, you look like you'd be a good little sprinter.
No, I'm not great at sprinting, but I'm good at long distance. Though. You look like you're good at no distance.
I'm not good at any distance.
You look like
I'm
you're good
not-
at sitting down.
I'm not a land mammal. I'm a water beast.
You look like a female Belarusian shot putter.
Put me in the water, and that's where I shine.
Yeah, like a manatee.
Yeah. I'm just
Shove him back in the water. We get Greenpeace. Kick him back in.
yeah.
You say this often that you're very good at swimming, and I assume you probably used to be pretty good
Yeah,
at swimming, but I bet you're not good at swimming.
Now, I think that might be a different matter.
Yeah.
How far do you reckon I could swim?
I reckon you could float a few meters.
If you had to guess,
He's doing the 100 meters sink.
if you had to guess, how far would you say?
Right, I think if you had infinite time, you could probably get anywhere you wanted to.
All
But it's
right,
not about
in
that.
a
But
certain
without
amount of time.
stopping.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. What-
I don't think you could do very far at all because you've got quite bad heart problems.
okay,
Yeah.
so
I think in a swimming race now you would lose to both of us. I think.
Yeah.
Look, when you were 16, I'm sure you'd smoke us. You're not 16 anymore.
how much would you both like to bet on that?
Nothing. I don't care.
I bet
Literally don't give a shit.
unless you
I don't think you could do 1,000 meters.
unless you two. I'd find it. How many lengths for 1,000 meters be? 40 lengths.
Yeah.
There's
I
no
reckon-
chance you're making it that far.
I reckon it'd be challenging. but
Yeah.
I
When
reckon-
was the
I
last time
reckon
you swam like that?
Like what? As far as that?
Yeah.
Calais.
Probably.
Getting in here.
I was sending them back one by one.
Just strapping it to
Come
his back.
here, you! Back we go.
Tugging them back.
On a race. Going around the boat. How fast do you think I am? How long?
I'll race you back to France.
It would be so funny if you waited for that boat just to nearly hit British soil and then jump in, grab it, and then just swim all the way back to Calais and just push it.
Psych.
Dickhead. I reckon I'd come close. In a race, if you two don't swim, I'd
Yeah, but I do. I do.
think
We go to the
I
gym
did
and
I did a triathlon.
Yeah. I swam yesterday.
Yeah, but do you swim like? Do you have?
I do swim.
you have a-
He's fucked.
you
He's
have
like, you
a-
don't swim.
No,
I
but-
do
no, but-
regularly.
no,
Did
but-
yesterday.
No, but there's people say
I go in
they
the fast lane.
People say they swim.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
what
I
they
go in the
mean-
fast channel.
What they mean is that they physically can swim.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah,
like, unless you.
Oh no, I
can
mean
swim to-
metaphorically.
Yeah.
I
Unless
can't
you-
physically.
unless
I
you-
obviously.
hypothetically swam yesterday.
Unless
yeah.
you can swim.
Yeah.
Like,
I just imagine
did
swimming.
you ever?
Yeah.
Did you ever swim like in a team or anything like that?
No, I swam by myself.
Right.
It's just one of them.
I'd
Just me.
absolutely. I'd
Just me.
absolutely.
I got
I'd
asked to be in a
absolutely-
team when I was a teenager, but I didn't want to do
I'd
it.
absolutely smoke you.
Yeah.
I'd absolutely. It wouldn't even be close.
I'd love to see it. He's so out of shape. He's really basing this on 20 years ago. It's such faded glory. And fucking twat all of you. You'd have a heart attack after 2 lengths.
I.
You've got a fat gay heart. You can't do anything.
I.
You can't
I
walk
would've-
up a gradient.
Yeah, sometimes when you walk up a hill, you have to sit on a wall for 3 hours.
Swimming doesn't have hills.
Hey, this is you see, you're not thinking like a sea lion right now, lads. You've got
So
everything
swimming up this
changes
big
the
hill.
minute that.
I'm just
horizon
planning
goes,
on. Look, you might be faster than me, but I'm going to hare and tortoise it because the bit where you have to sit in a toilet cubicle with your head on the wall for 3 hours, I'm going to catch up a lot of lengths.
Yeah. No.
I'll give you a slightly. I'll give
When
you a
I was
slightly
a-
too fatty meal
when I
before we
was a
go.
lot bigger than I am now, I was still a much better swimmer than what you'd assume. It's
Yeah, I'd assume you'd sink.
because I did it so much from the age of about 4. Like I was doing it 6 times a week from the age of 4. Like
It makes your obesity worse that you were into
So
exercise.
it's like I was
You've got
swimming-
less excuse.
like I was swimming for Lancashire, so I was at a certain level, right? But the thing is it's
I was
so,
the best swinger in Wigan.
It's so ingrained that
From
like,
Burnley to Blackburn, no one can beat me.
it's innate. Lots of people did. It's
That's a long swim, Burnley to Blackburn.
it's
How would you
it's,
even do it?
it's innate though. It's an innate thing. So all the
innate.
techniques that you would have to think about is just a natural thing.
I don't have to think when I'm swimming. I just swim.
Yeah, I just swim. Yeah.
I'm not going like, right, lift my arm out, put it in the water. I'm just swimming. I can just swim.
Okay.
I don't mean to boast, but I've been swimming a long time, mate. I've been swimming since I was about 4. Pretty good at it. I can swim.
Yeah, but if you've not been taught to swim by like professional people,
It's innate, mate. I've just got it. You just said it was an 8. I've got it.
Right. Okay.
What's-
I'll put whatever you want on me winning.
What stroke are we talking here, lads?
I mean, Freddie's going to have a stroke at some point.
Yeah, he's going to start swimming in circles because his left arm doesn't work.
Yeah, the tribute on an iPad stroke.
I'll do whatever you want. His will probably be best.
What's your strongest?
Freestyle. Front row.
Freestyle.
In
Just
fact,
make
I
it
call
up.
it freestyle.
Doctors are baffled. Is he wearing feathers? He's just been clapping in the water for 15 minutes.
Difference is, though, I've got really long arms and big hands, unlike his little badger arms.
Oh, yeah.
I've got big paddles.
Yeah,
I get
you've
fucking
got
going.
2 strokes, then
Yeah.
you're doing the somersault turn.
You have a better,
Yeah.
what is it, exomorphic skeleton.
Yeah.
But
I'm just not a fat,
Have you got
disgusting
little
mess, what
Popeye
that means.
arms that'd surprise you, you know what I mean? I think the way he talks, he's got a system.
Yeah, but he talks a lot. This is the thing. Freddie talks a lot. And the difference between his talking and doing is often quite wide.
okay, is it breaststroke that you?
Do whatever, mate.
Okay, when you do breaststroke, where's your chin go?
Up your mum's ass.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. Doesn't know what he's talking about.
It does, because then I can lick a pussy. That's what I'm doing.
Unbelievable. Where's your chin go?
Well, it goes out of the water when I pull in. and
Right,
then go back
that
in,
the
and
very
then
fact
you go
the
back
very
in.
fact you're doing that, you've no idea what you're talking about. You've literally no idea what you're talking about.
Great, Teddy.
You don't know how to swim.
You've no idea.
Freddie knows about swimming. You fucking dickhead. You don't know where your chin goes, you fucking
What's
retard.
you're underwater all the time.
Yeah, you got to drown yourself. That's
Yeah,
part of the
yeah, yeah.
breaststroke. Yeah, never breathe. You never
He
breathe.
used to swim all the time in Anglesey.
Swimming in soup.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm better than you two at swimming.
Go and record a time.
You what?
Go record a time.
Oh, mate.
Go to a swimming pool tomorrow.
Next special.
I think this is a special. This
Yeah.
is makings of a
Do you
special.
know what? We're making
yeah.
a special tomorrow.
Yes, we are, yeah.
Not anymore. Going to the swimming pool. The boys are off to the baths.
It'll be really funny because we'll let Freddie go first,
Dead
watch
man
him just
drowning.
die, and we'll be like, yeah, well done, you're
Yeah,
pretty good.
I can't actually swim, bro. Could you?
No, I've never done it. No, I didn't have a dad to teach me.
I'm only allowed in the shallow end. The really shallow end.
I've been turning up the race with fucking floaty armbands on and a big fucking ring around me. I'm like, we're ready for the swimming race.
Snorkel.
I'm going to be in the stands drinking machine soup.
Freddie, where's
Go
my
on.
chin go?
Ready, chin down.
Freddie,
You know what?
swim over here.
There'll be some people. There'll be some people in the comments who'll be like, I side with what Freddie's saying.
I don't think they will.
There'll be people who used to swim
Yeah.
who'll know full well what I'm on about. People think they can swim and they can't swim.
None of our fans can swim.
I definitely can swim. I'm pretty sure I can. I did it yesterday. I definitely
Yeah,
can
but you'll
swim.
be doing it to your standard, which is nothing.
Yeah, which is better than your fat gay heart standard where you don't swim at all. I swim a lot more often than you. You don't swim. When was the last time you swam?
Well, yeah, hang on, because if you're dating the last time you had a carbonara, I want to know the
Yeah.
calendar for your swimming.
Yeah, you've not swam since that carbonara.
Yeah, there's no way you've had gallstones and a swim at the same time.
I reckon you've
not
not swam
swam.
post Legionnaires.
You've not swam since that club.
There's no chance you've swam since that carbonara.
Just the word swim crossed out on the calendar.
There's no chance. You haven't swam since that carbonara, have you?
You've not
Six
swam since the
exclamation
bubble. You've not swam since the bubble.
No.
I have swum since the bubble.
Oh,
really?
hello. Yeah.
Actually, I can tell you the last time.
He claims he's not autistic.
I can tell you the last time I
Yeah.
did some swimming.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm only going to tell it you,
Yeah.
and then you're going to have lots of follow-up questions,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm not going to tell you anything. But I maybe did some wild swimming last August.
Wild swimming.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
In a river or in the sea?
In a lake.
In a lake?
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Crash the car.
Hiding a body.
Wondered where them two open spots went to open for you. They're in the lake now.
He didn't go skinny dipping, he went fatty dipping. I'm just going to go fatty dipping in this lake.
You have got to do like a collab with Teddy Swims.
Yeah,
Is that what he's called?
Something
Teddy
like that,
Sings?
yeah.
I don't know. Freddie Quinne, Freddie Swims and Teddy.
It rhymes. Freddie swims and Teddy
Quinne.
swims and Freddie
we
Quinne.
both have the same silhouette. So it'd just be like, it'd be a dark music video, like a red background, and then it'd be a shadowy figure. And you'd be like, and then the music would start. And it goes, something's got a hold on me, baby, though I don't know myself anymore. And you'd be like, that's not how he sounds. And then it'd go open like that, and you see it was me.
Are you coming out of the water? Chin up for this one.
Someone get me a carbonara. I'm glistening.
Why were you wild swimming? What happened?
Told you that there's no follow-up questions.
Oh, great.
He was
Great podcasting, guys.
I told you beforehand. So it will have been August last year.
Right.
Chasing a child. Was this at Edinburgh?
You are?
Was this at the Fringe?
Yeah, it was a new experimental show.
Sure.
I got a grant.
A fat man drowns for an hour.
Yeah, but he can drown a lot longer than we can. He's got the technique.
Just innate. It's innate. Some people just know how to drown.
You are going to eat these words.
Yeah.
You're going to watch me.
And I could eat a lovely carbonara or whatever I want.
You're going to watch.
I can have a carbonara tonight.
You're going to watch me swim one day, and you're going to be like, "I was wrong."
Uh-huh.
Damn.
I bet you splash a lot. I bet it's like fucking Eureka, isn't it? He gets in, the water gets out, he just walks across the pool.
Moses.
I've bought a news thing.
Have you?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Darth. It's the third one.
Yeah.
NHS worker likened to Darth Vader awarded £29,000.
Well, if that's a picture of her, it is fair enough. Like, you can't really complain. You turn up like, they called me Darth Vader.
Is this how the origin story of how they first got the deposit for a Death Star? First 29 grand in. Here we go.
It's a down payment on some lasers.
The only way I think that she should have been awarded 29 grand is
Yeah.
if she'd have like just come back to work after a tracheotomy or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah,
Which
that'd
is
be
like, they were like, all right, Darth Vader.
Yeah.
That would have been maybe worth it. But
Yeah.
this is bullshit.
There was a teaching assistant in my school that was a proper dickhead, and like she was known as Darth Vader. And people would just play the death march on the phones when she walks around the corridor. It was fucking hilarious. She'd fucking get well angry every time. Great, good times.
The thing is, if you're getting called Darth Vader and you don't like it, getting angry is the worst.
Worst thing you can do.
Yeah.
Worst thing you
Rising
can do.
effects, innit?
Yeah.
Underplay it.
Yeah.
But like, this was just a. It says that they did a personality test.
All right, well let's
Let's read the
Star
story.
Wars.
Let's
Yeah.
read the story.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even that they did one.
Well,
Go
let's
on.
read.
Lorna Rook's colleague took a Star
Oh,
Wars themed personality type test on her behalf, with it concluding that Miss Rook fell into the Darth Vader category.
So not even her. Her colleague said, "Oh, I'll do it," and pretend to be Lorna.
Sorry, this wasn't even like a thing where they bullied her for ages. They just found one and went, "Ha, the internet says you're Darth Vader.
Yeah.
29 grand." Fucking hell, Madison is going to clean us out when she sues us. If they're getting 29 grand for that, we're fucked.
Yeah, but
As soon as we
we'll
make
make-
any money,
It's gone. It's
yeah,
gone.
but we'll make it all back by selling a chair. Unwashed.
an employment tribunal in Croydon, South London, found that the incident was a detriment, meaning it caused harm or a negative impact to Miss Rook, who worked in a blood donation department.
Yeah, you don't want to be called Darth Vader in a blood donation department. Give me your blood.
The claimant was made to feel unpopular and suffer from low mood and anxiety in relation to her work environment.
I reckon she was unpopular before this.
Yeah, I don't think you start off like
Let's do the personality test, but for that big cunt at work.
Yeah.
That's how it would have gone.
if it came out as Yoda, would you be like, sound?
You are.
Yeah.
True.
Funny. That's how Yoda sounds.
That's how he sounds. Yeah. The
Sounds
team,
like that, he does.
the team were taking a Myers-Briggs questionnaire when a Star Wars.
No,
with,
they
with a
weren't.
Star Wars.
No, they
theme.
weren't. That is not a Myers-Briggs test if it comes out with your Darth Vader. That's not how the Myers-Briggs test works at all.
Yeah, I think they were taking a BuzzFeed quiz.
Yeah. This was a way for the internet to steal your data. That's how those quizzes work.
Yeah.
You got to log into them through Facebook and then they get all your contacts.
I'll
and
tell
that.
you what, I always find that really funny in it, where you get those fucking people on Facebook who are like, 5G, they're fucking stealing our
Yeah.
thoughts, whatever, chemtrails in the air. And then a week later, they're like, oh, look what I'd look like if I was an action figure.
Yeah.
They've already got your
Also-
data, pal.
Yeah.
I think this whole team should be fucking sacked.
Yeah.
You work in a blood donation department. Get sorting the blood out. Never mind fucking, oh, well, you're Luke. Hey! Like, get to fucking work.
Yeah, I'd assume it's on a break. I'd assume they weren't doing it on the phone while they're jabbing someone.
To be fair, though,
Yeah, there's a big queue, fair enough.
Yeah. Get the queue down first.
While Miss Rook was out of the room, another colleague did the test for her. The Darth Vader category was described as a very focused individual who brings the team together. However, the judge...
Right, so it's not even an insult.
Yeah.
They're just using that character because, like, that's the only one that fits that.
yeah, because it's a Darth Vader game.
Yeah.
It's a Star Wars
Yeah.
game.
Someone's going to be Darth Vader.
Yeah. And, like, it seems like they've got positive things for it. That's nice. In what way is that an insult?
However, the judge
The
was not
fucking
convinced...
stupid Darth Vader mong.
The judge was not convinced that the categorization had any positive attributes. Darth Vader is a legendary villain of the Star Wars series, and being aligned with his personality is insulting, Judge Catherine Ramsden said.
Ah, woman. There you go. Can't take a joke, innit?
Are you a Trekkie, love?
Yeah. If male judge would be like, that's banter. Dismissed.
Banter dismissed.
Yeah. I think the banter defence. I think it should work for everything. It wasn't a sexual assault. It was banter. Dismissed.
Objection, Your Honour. Banter. That's clearly bantering the jury, Your Honour. She said on the basis that the test was done on the perception of another colleague and then shared with the group, it was little wonder that Miss Rook was upset by it.
Like,
But it's amazing, isn't it?
just fucking grow up, innit?
29 grand.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. Like, yeah.
29 grand because her colleague
Yeah.
did a personality test, Star Wars
Yeah.
themed, and they pretended to be her and went, "Oh, you're Darth Vader."
Yeah, because you're a leader who brings the group together.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, that's 29 grand the NHS doesn't have now. Thanks.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Another win for the dark side, love. Thank you. Fucking unreal.
Yeah, taking money off the NHS really doesn't beat these claims, does it?
She has now
She flew
got
off
to
in a
invest
TIE
that
fighter.
29 grand
Yeah.
in a full Darth Vader costume
Yes.
and stand outside that office every day for
Going,
the next
I
5
fucking
years.
dare you.
Might go to the bookies.
Coming in, donating blood wearing it.
It's genuinely mad because it doesn't say anywhere in this, and you'd think they'd bring it up if there was like other shit going on. You know, like if it was a pattern where people have been bullying her and stopping her doing her work, and then this was the cherry on the cake. But this is just one little thing. Grow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's mental.
Yeah.
Absolutely mental.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, surely there's more to it. Surely
There's
that's
got-
just like an example within the
But
case.
like you'd think like the BBC would report the rest of it, you know? Like they'd think they'd probably just go, oh, and there was also this other shit.
I tell you what else
know.
is mad.
Yeah.
Parakeets in Manchester.
Hey, have you heard his story?
I think I probably have. But
Have you got a story on this?
I've got a story. Well, I'm so glad you brought this up, Freddie. I was walking in the park a couple of weeks ago with my dog,
Yeah.
and one parakeet flew past.
Yeah.
And
There's
then
loads of them in Manchester.
And a load of them
Yeah,
came
yeah.
past after him.
I'm not 100% sure what parakeet is.
Bit
Can
like a
we-
parrot, tropical bird.
It's, a
Like,
bird.
you know,
It's the one they have
bright
in Dumb and
green.
Dumber.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
when they cut
Just
the head
Google it
off
so
the
we
Can
can
we
see
just-
it. Yeah.
so
Really
so I can
bright
say it.
colours.
Yeah, yeah,
for a
really
bird,
tropical bird. Basically, they're about in the UK because people had them as pets and
Yeah.
then they've got out and bred.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So one went past me and he went,
Green parrot.
bah, yeah. And all the others that flew past went, bah, 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 because I felt like he'd just gone, fuck off. And they've gone, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
But do you know the theory is that Jimi Hendrix brought the parakeets
Right.
to Manchester? And it's not true.
Yeah.
It's not true. Do you know who actually brought parakeets to Manchester? Adolf Hitler.
What?
Yeah. And the Krays met him at the train station and chased him out of town.
For the parakeets?
I think that's how it went, yeah.
So, Danny, I don't mean to
This
doubt
isn't
you,
a very good story.
but this sounds like fucking bollocks.
Right,
For a start, the Krays
parakeet.
operated in Eastern Europe and Hitler operated mainly in Germany.
Google
because the
parakeets.
Krays sent him back.
Adolf Hitler.
Sorry, so when are you saying, was this before or after the war? Well, it
I
can't be
don't
after he
know.
was dead.
I wasn't there.
Right.
I'm just telling you what
Is
I
it
heard.
true about Adolf Hitler's bird?
Bird.
Yeah.
Parakeet.
Yeah. But like,
Charlie,
there's no way he never came to Manchester.
I think he came to UK at some point.
Yeah, what for?
To the UK.
Holiday.
Oh,
Went-
it's
went
same
Glastonbury.
plane as Elvis. Yeah. The Glastonbury.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Lady Gaga. There is no way. He never came to Britain.
Accidentally
did
saw Lady Gaza. Hated it.
he? Yeah.
Yeah, Hitler travelled to the UK to escape conscription into the Austrian army.
That's
And
ironic,
stayed
isn't
in
it?
Liverpool for 5 months between 1912 and 1930.
Ah, of course he was in fucking Liverpool.
You don't mention that, do you?
Yeah, greatest city in the world, harbouring Hitler.
Let's see that mural at Hot Water.
I love it as a theory, though.
It's a great
Because
theory.
you brought a lot of the big characters from that era together.
It'd be a funny film.
Yeah, I'm going to say I don't believe it. I'm sorry, Danny.
They're not all bangers, Rob.
I do fucking love all the tropical birds in the UK, though. I think it's class.
They are funny.
Yeah.
Right,
I think they
yeah.
fuck up all the local birds, though. I think they're well harder.
Well, no pigeons gang up on them.
Do they?
Yeah, there was a dead one outside my back gate the other week. Dead parakeet.
Yeah.
Broke me fucking out.
Covered in pigeon cum.
Yeah. Fucking parakeet tributes.
Do you reckon you'd be able to identify the cum of different animals?
No.
What, a crime scene?
Yeah. Well, there's some cum over here. Get Quinn in. So, badger.
It's the manatee again. The manatee struck again.
I might be able to see it's not human, but I think doesn't all cum look pretty similar? I think. I don't know.
I don't know, it's probably different.
Yeah, I don't know.
I reckon like human and monkey cum is probably similar.
Probably
but
pretty similar.
Frog cum.
Yeah, that's frog spawn, isn't it? They don't
Just
cum.
again,
different.
Google it. Do animals have different semen to humans?
Well, yeah.
Well, they do because
they
they
do.
create different.
yeah, no, but I mean like
species.
different looking semen.
How are you planning on Googling this?
Do animals have different looking semen to humans?
Uh-huh.
Please.
Humans, please. Thanks. Yes, animal semen and human semen do differ in appearance, primarily due to variations in sperm shape and size, as
Yeah.
well as a
Oh,
So it's
right,
all
but you can't-
relatively the same. You know, I
You
reckon
can't eye it though, can you?
I reckon you could probably go, oh, that's not human. But I
Yeah.
don't know if I could like specify beyond that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
not
you say you were raped by a man. Well, explain this.
I've not spent a lot of time looking at animal cum. You know, maybe I could become a specialist, but it's just not happened yet.
Yeah.
I think you need to work at that.
If I didn't do comedy,
At least you've got a backup plan.
Hey, do what you love. You'll never work a day in your life.
I'm now a cum sommelier. What else we got here?
What else we got?
have you ever been told by a lady that your cum tastes nice?
I've been told it tastes better than it used to. I used to know a bit about like a girl telling me my cum tasted horrible. But when I used to, all I ate was meat and all I just drank and smoked. My cum was disgusting. But the main thing I get comments on is the amount.
You cum a lot, don't you?
Yeah, I'm a big cummer.
You're a
Big cummer.
You're a big
Very
jizzer.
cummy boy.
Very cummy.
Big
young
cummy
man.
boy.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I've just had quite a few surprised reactions. And like,
Oh
you know.
God, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Mine's viscous.
Yeah, I bet. I bet it sort of like oozes out of the
Comes
end.
out like flubber.
I bet it looks like cuttlefish ink.
They call you the chimney sweep because you're slanging fucking ropes everywhere. The scaffolder. And then yours is just like Darth Maul cum, just
Yeah.
angry and red.
It look like he's going to go potholing.
Here's some cream for your carbonara.
What does your cum look like?
I think it just looks like cum, to be honest.
Oh, that's such a rubbish answer.
All right, it looks like jam. It looks like strawberry jam.
It doesn't.
But it tastes like blackberry.
Yeah, it just looks like cum. I don't really often compare it to other people's cum. They're very rarely in the same. It's very rarely in the same place as other people's cum.
Really.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you must have seen other people's cum.
Yeah, but very rarely in the flesh.
Okay.
I know a good sauna that we should go to after this. You'll see a fucking variety, son. I can show you a world.
Say hello to Ahmed on reception for me. He's a good lad.
His mum's conservatory's finished.
It's ironic he's called that because I made him come.
I used to work at Robertson's Jam Factory, you know,
Oh, yeah.
in Droylsden.
you only just remembered that?
How's that not on the pre-approved list of stories?
Just remember that one.
I was just in marketing painting the statues.
I was one of the gollywogs.
Yeah, that's what I was hinting at. Don't worry.
We
Yeah, there we
had
go. Yeah.
we had bins full of letters from America
Yeah.
asking if they still made
Yeah.
Goldilocks.
They're still
From a certain part of America.
Yeah.
There's not a lot from the big cities. You're not getting a lot of letters from Seattle.
Another from Arkansas.
They're very popular on Facebook Marketplace. They pop up all the time. I think my algorithm's now skewed towards it because whenever I see some like mad racist shit, I'm like, what the fuck is that?
we
So
get
now it
one?
just shows me all. Probably quite easily, yeah.
What do we do with it?
I don't know if that's what we need in this studio. I think it might help. It might not help with our plausible deniability.
Put a Darth Vader mask on him.
Yeah,
you
there we
go.
go, sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you can't even tell. Darth Vader mask, but like we'll do the lips bright red.
What did you do? What did you do in the jam factory?
I was a cleaner.
Yeah.
I was.
Imagine that's quite a hard job in a jam factory. A lot of
It-
sticky mess.
Mainly offices, to be honest. But
Right.
I did have a bit, where you'd have to do the floor polisher.
Oh yeah.
One day and did like a Seinfeld-esque, like everyone's sat in the canteen having their lunch.
Yeah.
I'm like 17 and never been shown how to do this before and literally got like twirled up on the motherfucker and they all laughed at me. I just had to run out.
Yeah. Most embarrassed lad in the jam factory.
Face went bright red.
Jam on my face. And on my last day, I smoked a joint in the main meeting office.
Right.
And then as I was just about to lock up, the tobacco and weed smell was like, I'm like, oh no, air freshener is getting rid of this. Lucky it was my last day. And then the cleaning firm, the lady that ran it, got done for embezzlement. So I got away with that one.
That's jammy.
Hey!
What's the worst job you've had?
Working in a pita bread factory for 3 days when I was 16.
Couldn't get a raise.
I was 15.
That is such a good joke.
Come on.
That's an excellent joke.
Good lad. Good. Well done, boys.
That's a really good joke.
Thanks.
that.
I'm just going to not say anything for the rest of the episode now, I think. I have picked.
Doubt that.
Shut the fuck up, Tom. I'll say what I want.
Yeah, about what you do.
But yeah, we didn't even have a national insurance number, and we did it illegally.
Yeah.
Just because we were 6-week holidays from school when you were about to join college, had fuck all money,
Right.
and learned that they were very lax in terms of just filling out an application and going, yeah, you're in.
Yeah.
So what did you have to do with the pita bread factory?
Well, I got moved from the conveyor belt line because I cut my hand open on a Stanley knife because they literally will just like that. They have to separate it like that. And this
Yeah.
guy got really angry at me because I couldn't do it right.
Yeah.
And he was a moody cunt. I hope he's doing well now. But you know what was really funny is the end of the line where the conveyor belt ends and the pitters go into the packaging. Every hour, a bell would go and they'd change the packaging. So
Right.
1 hour it'd be Marks and Spencer's.
Yeah,
Then the
sure.
next it'd be Aldi.
Yeah,
And that was
yeah.
an eye opener. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just
There's
for-
a lot of
'cause
that about.
Yeah.
That's why Kellogg's for ages had their slogan, "We don't make cereals for anyone else." They've not got that anymore because they do for supermarkets now.
Yeah, just the same.
Loads of supermarket brands are literally the same stuff.
Yeah.
Some of them aren't, but some of them are literally the same stuff as a name brand, just in a different packet.
Just different packaging.
Really?
Yeah.
Sort of like Chinese factories.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Making a fucking.
But English, an English factory, if you will. They are a bit like Chinese factories.
But in England.
But in England, yeah.
Bloody hell.
Bizarre, isn't it?
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Still all Chinese people working there.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, do you?
You still want hard-working children.
Yeah.
And at one point, I must have been so bad at that because they put me on the what are those little cube things called? The bread cube things that are like circles.
Croutons.
Croutons. I got put on the crouton machine, and that was like a big.
It's what we do at the factory. Pizza bread and croutons.
You've been downgraded to croutons. Let that be a lesson to you.
to get downgraded.
Anyway, so you'd be on breadcrumbs.
Well, I got relegated from that as well because I was bad at that. Because you've just got to put these long bread pipes into this thing, and then it just sort of damps them down and chops them and everything. And I fucked that up. They kept getting jammed.
Wrong factory.
Robinson's call back. And then they made me just clean out the oven machine. And there was just loads of black bits of dough.
Yeah.
And I put them all in this bucket. And I'm like, what do you want me to do with this? And he went, put it back in the mix. So I didn't eat pita bread for a very long time.
Yeah,
This is-
I fucking love pita. It'll never stop me.
This is why we need immigrants, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, this is it. If
So
you,
few people. That
yeah,
are
if you
like,
stop immigration, who's doing that? You've got to be desperate. You've got to be fleeing war
It's
to
not
do
nice
that job.
work.
Yeah. It's got to be like either do that job and don't get persecuted for being gay.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
it's got to be that job or getting thrown off a tower. That's the
Yeah.
only way you can keep people in that job, innit? Because like if you're bored here, you've got at least another option. You can work at Mackey's, which would upgrade on that. You know?
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like, you know, the people who work in those factories should be like, well, at least come 5, I get to bum my boyfriend. You know what I mean? Like,
But it was like you saw it like post Brexit. It was really stark when all the 24 hours Mackeys, like some of them stopped being 24 hours, particularly in service stations.
we did get hit hardest as comics, didn't
Yeah,
we?
because no one born in England is working in a service station Mackeys at 3 a.m. They're just not.
Yeah.
You know, that's not who the staff is. So like we need these people. They're the fabric of our society. There's
Yeah.
loads of jobs none of us want to do. Get someone sadder than us to do it.
I feel a bit bad about swimming them all the way back to Calais now.
Basically, what we need is not slaves, but
Close.
one above.
One above slaves. Yeah, slaves bad. Don't say slave. Oh, bad. No, you shouldn't
Yeah.
have slaves. What you should have is exploited workers.
It's as close as you can.
I think slavery never really went away.
Yeah.
I think what it
Well,
was is that like if you have slaves and call them slaves and let them know that they're slaves, then eventually they'll get really pissed off. But if you have slaves and tell them that they're valued workers and pay them the minimum amount that you could pay somebody, and then go, hey, look, if you're a really good slave, one day you might get to earn £12.50 an hour instead of 12 quid. Then they go, oh, it's on me, I can get better, but they're still fucking slaves.
That is the whole way capitalism works. That's literally the whole thing. It's like, do a job or starve. You're in.
Yeah.
Shut up and eat your fucking pita bread. That'll be £3.50.
Yeah.
Fucker.
The people who are working on breadcrumbs are slaves, but the difference is they go, one day I might make pita. And
Yeah.
that's
They're
what
slaves and they
thinking.
don't even
They're
have
not-
good songs.
They're not thinking. They're not,
Swing low, sweet pita bread.
what?
Swing low, sweet chariot. It's a slave song.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know
Which is
Swing
why-
low, sweet chariot. is
Yeah,
basically
that's quite
gone.
good. It's very weird. Just a very real side tangent here. Isn't it fucked up that England rugby fans sing Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, a slave song, when England were the ones who put them in that situation? It's a bit mad, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know. It'd just be weird if Germany, like, you know, at football stocks started singing Have a Nagila.
Have a what?
Come see the Pod Sisters live.
Oh, my God. We're pod sistering all over the place.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we're doing live podcasts, and you can come see them. You clearly like the podcast because you're hearing this and/or seeing it, which means you know you're into it. You know,
It's
why
so
not have
much-
it right in front of your face?
You have it right in front of your face. You get to chill out with other people who like the same podcast you do. And then afterwards, you get to meet us. It's loads of fun. We
Yeah.
enjoy it.
And if you're a good-looking young boy, Freddie might wank you off. You
Yeah.
know, there's loads of stuff available. It's going to be a very fun time.
Come and tickle us. Come and tickle us.
Tickle Freddie. Freddie loves to getting tickled. That's what he said to us
No.
earlier. He said everyone who buys a ticket is entitled to one tickle.
Not while I'm
That's free.
Not while I'm wanking a young boy off.
No, that's fine. We'll do the tickling either side of the wanking. I
Exactly.
think that's only fair. But if you want to come get involved in this child wanking or tickling, you can.
Let's do the dates.
Yeah. Birmingham, 11th of May.
Liverpool, 6th of July.
Glasgow,
18th of September. Shut up, Tom. Leeds, 1st of October.
London, 9th of November.
Hull, 13th of November.
Hull, 13th of November. Why are we going to Hull? Like, seriously, none of us know, do we?
It's time for the world's greatest feature, guys.
Oh, it's good of the week.
It's time for Cunt of the Week.
Oh, it's Lab Baby.
It's Lab Baby again.
Lab Baby again, yeah.
Unbelievable. run
Right.
as well.
So the way this works is we will get told 3 stories. You have to decide who is the cunt out of these.
Okay.
Seems simple. Usually not. Let's
We're
go.
going to have a brilliant time. It's a great jumping
It's a
off
jumping
point.
off
very
point. Big jumping off
excited.
point. Yeah, yeah.
Right, this was called Shopping Shite.
Right.
I would like to nominate myself for Cunt of the Week.
Nominate.
Nominate.
Can't read. It's mad that we let him do it still.
I would like to nominate myself for Cunt of the Week, although this happened about 16 years ago.
Right. Well, we'll retroactively do it for the 16 years ago.
There's
Cunt
got
of
to
the
be a
week.
statute of limitations on Cunts of the Week.
Yeah, I don't. We're desperate for stories, mate. Let's not stop him.
A real mistake I made was saying I was going to read 3 out every time, because that means I'm going to get 3 new ones all the time. So, yeah, there's no statute of limitation on this. I was walking home from a 3-day bender when I was suddenly desperate for a shite. Luckily for me, I was passing a shopping centre, so I went into the bog there.
All good so far.
Yes.
For
It's
some
a very
reason,
responsible move.
yeah. For some reason, when I was about to wipe my ass, I decided to leave about 6 inches of clean toilet paper I then very carefully wiped my arse while not breaking the roll. I then rolled it back up into the holder, leaving the clean paper hanging out. You following the story?
I am, yes. So do you know what's happened, Freddie? Do you understand it?
I understand. What's happening.
Yeah.
So he's rolled the shit back up and hidden it, basically.
Yeah,
So,
so
it
it
looks
looks-
like a clean roll.
So someone's going to get some
Shitty paper.
lovely clean paper.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's full of shitty
yeah,
paper.
yeah, yeah.
Now, I know this is a cunty move and no one else is involved in this story.
They will be later.
Yeah. But am I the cunt for not feeling guilty about this or for finding it funny still after all these years that some unsuspecting victim had a shitty surprise?
Nah, it's a fun prank. It's the toilet equivalent of pressing all the buttons in an escalator.
Yeah,
Not an escalator, a lift.
I would say I don't think it's possible that he's cleaned his ass fully. If he's managed to leave a full shit stain down a huge bit of
you're
loo roll.
obsessed with this now since you're getting a B there.
Yeah, oh, sorry for being obsessed with cleaning my ass.
Yeah, no.
What a weird cunt I am, liking having a clean anus.
No, just like an anus doesn't have to be clean. It just has to be clean enough.
Yeah, but sure, but I don't think you can get it clean enough with that much toilet paper. Like, I'm not like, I use toilet paper all the time. I'm not saying the toilet paper's the fault. If you're leaving a bit on the end and leaving a big shitty streak, if you've left a big shitty streak, you need another round of paper, don't you?
Yeah, especially after a 3-day bender shit.
Exactly.
There's going to be a liquidy shit.
He's going to have an itchy ass on his walk home, I know
Yeah.
it.
See, I also use spit and fingers.
Spit and fingers. Yeah, I got it.
I've got their album. They're really good.
Class DJs. We are spitting fingers.
Sounds like a Manchester-based improv troupe. I'm spit and I'm fingers. Right, we need a place. A shopping centre toilet.
I think it's a pretty funny public toilet prank. I will say that. My main concern is I don't think this guy's ass was clean.
My friend, who is now a teacher, what he would do at what he would do at university, you know, they had shared toilets in halls of residence. He would take a shit, he would not flush, he would then take the toilet brush and he would dip. He basically mash up the shit in the toilet water so it was like poo water.
Mash up the shit.
And then he would take the toilet brush and he'd smear the inside of the walls and everything. He called himself Picasso. And he did that.
That's mental illness.
He did that for maybe a year, I would say.
Wow.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
What does he teach?
Maths.
Poo plus poo is 4.
Poo plus poo.
He did that for years.
Yeah.
I know he's in charge of children's futures.
So, I'll be honest, Freddie's mate is ahead of this guy in Cunt of the Week.
I suppose you could do this and still wipe your ass if there were 2 rolls of toilet roll.
Yeah.
Which are often
Maybe
iron,
the way to
probably.
do it is, you could break a bit off that you're going to use as your second wipe.
Yeah.
Do your first wipe because you want to leave the biggest amount of shit.
Yeah.
You want to do your fresh wipe on the prank bit.
Yeah.
And then you've got the other roll to clean
Yeah.
yourself off. You know, it is possible.
Yeah.
And like maybe this guy had that level of foreplanning, you know?
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. But as pranks go, bit of fun, although you'd be fucking fuming if you pulled the roll off and you got someone else's poo on your finger.
People are the worst, aren't they? They're just absolute scum.
Yeah.
Just absolute scum of the earth. And this guy needs to die quickly. 16 years ago,
Yeah.
someone has got a real phobia now about shopping centre toilets, which you should anyway, because they're horrible places.
They are horrible
They're not very
places.
discreet.
I had a little Indian man
Do
look
you
at me
know
knob.
what? Do you know what? I'm going to be controversial here. I don't think they're that bad.
Shopping centre toilets.
I have a.
Met some of the best people I know in there.
I met my husband.
I say, Matt, I couldn't see the face.
I
Nice
tasted
shoes,
some
though.
of the best people I've ever met.
So I have what I would say is a weak-willed anus.
Yeah. It's loose. It's had a lot of punishment.
It doesn't quite have the structural capacity that it once had. It's like the
Okay.
pelvic.
It's like an
floor of
old dog.
pelvic floor of a woman with 5 kids. Like if I sneeze, I need 2 sets of tissues. Do you know what I mean? And so I regularly find myself needing to shit in the nearest available toilet.
Sure.
Shopping centre toilets never disappoint me that much. Pub toilets.
Oh.
Yeah,
my
you're rolling
Lord.
the dice on a pub. And like, to be honest, the better the pub, the worse the bogs usually are.
Yeah.
You know, like proper shithole pubs are better, aren't they? But yeah, it was just I was put off by. I must have told you the story of when I was in the Arndale toilets and the little Indian man looked at me knob. I was having a wee, and this guy next to me. Right, he was at the urinal next to me, and there's a little wall bit, you know, like the little separator, and he sort of peeked over that, looked down at my dick, giggled to himself, licked the wall, and then just carried on pissing.
Classic Ahmed.
And it was one of those. I was so shocked.
I knew him a mile off.
I was so shocked I didn't even say anything. Because I was like, the guy's just licked a toilet wall. I don't think he's going to respond to reason.
Yeah, he's not doing much conversing.
We're not having a debate about this. And it's already happened now. He's seen me knob and had a little lick of the wall. He's happy. You know?
He enjoyed himself.
Yeah.
The lick of the wall is
The
like,
lick of the wall
that's
was
like
the
a
move.
signature.
And it was like a big lick as well. It wasn't a little, it was a full-on flat tongue up the toilet wall.
If he hadn't lit the wall, would you have said something then?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
If he'd just looked at me knob, I'd be like, why are you looking at me knob? It's weird. Like, you know.
You go, hey, you gonna lick that wall?
Finish it off.
And if it was the other way around, if he'd lit the wall and not looked at your knob, would you have said anything then?
No. It's the
Right.
licking the wall that makes me not speak to him. And also, if you want to lick a toilet wall, that's not my business.
Because also, there's a reason to look at a dick.
Yeah.
Because you go,
I see what you're getting out
I
of
wonder,
it.
I wonder what his dick looks like.
Yeah. And I think he was probably a little gay lad.
Yeah, well, you also go, I wonder what that toilet wall tastes like.
Yeah. He was a very curious man. He wonders all sorts of things.
What's the next story?
Right. This was called Not Sound Bus Driver. When we had a sound bus driver, we turned
Funny
out
there
to
was a
not
word for not sound.
quiet.
We could only dream. We could only dream, couldn't we? Instead, we just have to use not sound.
It's because we had a story a while ago, sound bus driver.
I see.
So
It's responded to that. Like the way we had gay Dave and now we have not gay Tom.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, here's another thing, by the way. Again, it was lovely to do the live show last night.
Yeah.
But you should all know, and I think I speak for you, and I speak for you, and I always speak for you, so we don't let you speak. When we finish a recording, we all do a fucking memory dump. And we all forget everything.
Yeah.
So if you go, remember in episode 94 where you said, I don't remember shit. I don't remember a fucking thing. 3 weeks ago might not seem like a long time to you. For me, it's 1,000 fucking years in the
Yeah,
past.
we played a game with quotes from the podcast that Freddie didn't remember saying any of them. Like, it was just like, nope.
No, I don't remember anything at all.
I only knew the one about Rachel Riley was me because I'm a pervert. I don't remember saying the exact thing, but I was like, that's pervy about Rachel Riley. That's got to be me.
Can I just go back to the first cunt?
Yeah.
Then how sad has his life had to be that he remembers 16 years ago he left his own shit rolled
This
up
is
on
his
a
highlight.
toilet roll?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
quite memorable. It's quite a memorable thing
I'm
to
glad
do.
he does
Not
remember
for
it.
good reasons,
'Cause if
though,
he didn't
Tom.
remember it, he's doing it all the time.
Yeah.
Like, it's better that it's a one-off he remembers, I think.
Have I ever wiped shit and left it on there? I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, I
You
think
need
it's
to
memorable.
play the music from our tune while you're reading these out.
Right. Go on with the second one.
Second one. I used to be a bus driver for a certain bus company of the yellow variety in Manchester. One day I was driving my bus through Longsight, where a passenger put his hand out to stop the bus. I pulled over, opened my doors, and smiled as he stepped on. This guy had a massive grey beard, looked at least 50, and he turned to me and asked for a child single ticket.
Now, not to racially profile, but we're in Longsight and there's a guy with a big beard. This is a Muslim man.
Okay.
Yes,
You
yes.
know, objects in long sight are closer than they appear.
I looked at him and said, "There's no chance. You look older than me. It's £2." He was not happy about the situation and started shouting at me for a good 5 minutes. Eventually, he calmed down and agreed to pay £2 for an adult ticket. He then threw me a £20 note, and I took one look at it and said, "Nope, I don't have enough change for that."
Oh, I fucking hate bus drivers.
They're
I hate them
great.
so much. Carry change then. This is going to happen all day. People are going to get on and need to pay £2 for something. Sometimes people are going to have a note. Get over it. I've been kicked off a bus for having a tenner.
Yeah.
Like, are you fucking kidding?
Just let him on for free.
Yeah, who
It
gives
doesn't
a
cost
fuck?
you any money.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
not
your
making any
money.
money out
You
of this,
are
you fucking grass.
literally going that way.
Yeah.
It
Just
changes
let him on for
nothing.
the child fee. Who gives a fuck?
Just say, next time, pay us double. Or next
Yeah.
time, remember your change.
Yeah.
Nope, I don't have enough change for that. You're going to have to go in that shop right behind you and get some change.
And they fucking love doing that, bus drivers. Gets them a little. They get their little tiny dick hard. So like, they've got a little 2-inch chubby. Like, ooh.
Well, they have no authority in the rest of their
Exactly,
life because they
exactly.
don't even choose the route.
Yeah. They don't get to drive where they want.
They don't get to decide where they indicate or anything.
Yeah. It's the only power they have.
They're the only power in the whole job.
Oh yes,
I
I'm
bet-
not giving you change.
I bet the break room at a fucking bus station is torture.
They
I
just
bet all they do is go
walk
on this
past
route
and nod.
like
Yeah.
that. Little
I
wave.
bet it's a lot of people being like, what route you doing today? Oh, 561. Or worse one, that 56. Oh my God. I bet that's all it is.
Yeah, but that's all it is in comedy green rooms. Oh, you fucking did Hull, did you? Oh, fucking shit. You know, all it is, isn't it?
Hull's lovely.
Yeah, I actually really like Hull as a town. I was just using it as an example.
It's really nice.
Hull is a wildly underrated town. I will give it that. The Docks is fucking classy.
You know
mate.
what?
is,
They
yeah.
should have somebody do a YouTube video about these towns and how.
Yeah, all right. A while ago, I pitched this a thing. I was like, I'm going to go on tour. Might do a little video showing cool places I find in towns. And Freddie thought that was the funniest thing ever. I was like, I still don't understand what's funny about it. It's a good idea.
Sounds shit.
Yeah, it's not for you. You don't like things. It's not for you. Nothing I do is for you.
This week I'm in Barnstable visiting a cake shop that many of you don't know because it's not on the high street, you fucking twat.
That sounds great. I
Come
love
with
that.
me.
Some little tips.
Come with me to Scunthorpe as I eat like the local pigeons eat at John's Fish and Chip Shop. You fucking weird cunt.
I spent
you
a lot
weird...
of time travelling the country. I know a lot of cool little places in shit towns. I think that's cool. It's good.
You should do those. Like, what's the name of the place, love? Like, yeah, it's banging that. Fucking banging.
I think you do a whole series of them, and then one you drop. You're like, this week I'm in Rotherham, finding the sexiest child prostitutes. It's fish and chips last week.
Come with me as I tried to find a really small wedding dress. Just walking, eating a sausage roll. Right, what's the name of this place then? And you're on the high street? Right, I'll be at Chucklefucks tonight at 7.
Right, read this fucking
Right, so-
story.
Oh,
So
still
you
on
got to
the
go and
bus.
get some change. He argued again, but after a few more minutes, he agreed. He stepped off the bus,
Then he got off the bus. Hey!
and as soon as he turned his back, I closed the doors and drove off. I've never seen a middle-aged man run so fast in my life, but luckily, he didn't catch me up.
He had his fucking coat caught in the door, you tight cunt.
His beard was stuck. Freddie's going, get that chin down.
This is such a bus driver power trip.
Yeah.
Like, fucking, like, what a little grass. I don't think the cunt is who he thinks it is in this story.
No.
Yeah, the cunt's him.
Yeah.
For being like, you didn't pay with the amount that I would have preferred.
Yeah, you fucking wank.
Yeah, now you've got to get on another bus.
Yeah. There won't be another one of those for 5 to 10 minutes through Longsight. They're constantly going there. It's like the main road into Manchester.
It is the busiest bus
There's
route in the world.
always
yeah.
buses there.
Yeah.
He has been so minorly inconvenienced. I bet he got on the next bus and went child ticket and they went sound, get on.
Yeah.
The next bus he got probably took him over.
Just battered and bruised.
Yeah.
Heavy breathing.
Right, what we got for the last one?
Last story is called Sneaky Fat Whore.
Brilliant.
My mate split up with his missus a couple of years ago after she cheated on him and left him for a rapper in Hull.
Right, now, I like Hull as a town. I don't think they're putting out a lot of great rap music. I don't think it's a hub. It's not like Brooklyn, fucking LA, Hull.
I think what's happened here, a lot of times people make spelling mistakes in these.
She non-consensually left me for a raper. Is that what you're saying?
In hell.
They go to heaven, don't they?
So she left him for a rapper in Hull. He even found a list she had made with her mates, comparing him to other lads she was seeing, with a list of pros and cons of being with them. His pros were, buys me things and does whatever I want. The cons were, puff, weird, not manly.
I think I'd kill myself. If I saw those pros and cons and those were mine, I think that'd do me. I think I'd be done. Buys me things and does what I want.
Cons.
So you're a bitch. Is that your pro?
Pro bitch con puff.
Brutal.
Yeah. Shit rhymes.
No bars.
Rapes.
No riz.
Poor beat selection.
That's okay. That's pretty.
That is
that's pretty
absolutely
harsh.
brutal. Yeah,
No
yeah.
Spit and Fingers albums.
Pros and cons list it's very much a female thing, isn't it? Blokes
Yeah.
don't do that shit.
Because blokes would be like, she touches me knob, pros, cons, her personality. She's staying.
I put up with him crying at work and banging on about her for months, and just supported him in general like mates do.
He does sound like a puff.
She is right, to be fair. About a year after that, we were at work when one of the young lads said, "Look at this pic this bird just sent me." It was his ex with her tits out. He went home from work and a few days later said he was seeing her again. Apparently, he went home and texted her that it hurt him that she sent the lad the pic and still has feelings for her.
I'm sorry, if you've been broken up for a year, those tits can go where they want.
Yeah.
You know, you can send them
Oh,
where.
yeah.
My exes are free as far as I'm concerned
If
to
you've
send their
been-
tits to whomever
if
they
you've been
please.
broken up a month, they can go
Yeah,
where
yeah.
they want.
10 seconds. Literally, once we're done, your tits are free.
Yeah.
I no longer have an interest in them. On their way.
Find new tits.
I'll find some other tits.
There's plenty more tits in the sea.
There's loads of tits in the sea.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
If she wants to go on Reddit r/Hull Rappers and get her whappers out for the Hull Rappers, she fucking can. That's a good rhyme, by the way, as well.
All the comments are like, "Oh, I'd fucking pin her up in a dark alley." You're like, "Oh, I'm on Hull Rapers again." Right, okay. So the problem is, right, and I'm telling you now, this is the fittest girl that this guy has ever
Yeah,
thought that
yeah,
he's
yeah.
ever
Yeah.
been able to fuck.
Yeah.
He's a 3, and this girl's probably like a 7 or something like
A
that.
Hull
Looks-
7, a London 2.
looks-wise, a 7. Personality-wise, probably a 1 or a 2. She seems like an awful human being.
Yeah.
but his
he's-
personality's not great either.
But
Yeah.
he's gone.
He's just a wet wipe, isn't it?
Oh, he's shallow. He's
Yeah.
gone, "Oh, I'm a 3 and I get a 7. Look how wonderful this is. If I just do and say whatever she wants all the time, she'll bound to love and respect that.
Yeah.
And it's going to be more of the same."
But it's really hard when you're in one of those relationships because you steel yourself up and you're like, you know what, I deserve better than this. And then you see those lovely tits and you're like, I'll give it another week.
Yeah.
Yeah. That happened to me for 7 years.
This is the male equivalent of domestic abuse, isn't it?
It really is. It really is. I just kept going back. I couldn't help it. I'd be about to break up with her, and then I'd see her lovely fanny, and be like, shit, I lose.
One more go.
One more go. With I kept trying to
I'm
have
a
breakup
sucker
sex.
for an innie.
I kept trying to have breakup sex, and I'd be like, great, I'm going to stay around for a bit. We'll have one more.
We're idiots, aren't we?
Yeah.
Very simple.
But
beings.
hopefully you get into your 30s and you learn, this isn't what maturing is. You learn that that's not a good way to live.
Yeah.
Now they're fully back together, and he gets pissed off and argumentative when we talk about her and her whorish ways. I only,
Bit of slut shaming, that's not cool.
I only,
Great alliteration, though.
Yeah.
Poorest ways.
Horrendous ways.
Yeah, it is, but it does technically alliterate, but it's not the same sound with the letter.
No, I know, but that's why I like it.
The Hull Rapers wouldn't have it in their bars.
Who's fucking wrote
That's
this?
why I like it, is because it is alliteration, but the whorish kind of just sort of takes you on a little detour.
Autism.
Horrorist way. Are you and your mates all witchfinder generals? Like,
Freddy's got autism.
I only hate her because I was the one who had to help him pick up the pieces and stop him jumping off a bridge for months after they split.
Yes, and what a rock you were. Let's remind ourselves. I put up with him crying.
Yeah.
Oh, you really were there when no
What
one
a
else
legend.
was.
What a ledge.
It is annoying people crying.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to be around people crying.
I want to be there for my friends in their times of turmoil.
You don't want to.
I do.
You do it.
Dan, if you ever need a little cry, you come see me, fella.
thanks, pal.
I'm here for you anytime.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
I'm crying Mr. Doom.
Yeah, you do, actually. Yeah, you do.
After the gay sex scene.
It is. Is it joy or guilt? Who knows? Watch it and find out. Bit of both, turns out. Oh, Ahmed.
Who's
You
the
came and you gave without taking.
And now I've got 18 miles.
Who's the cunt here? Me for bringing up the past whenever she's mentioned.
It's a bit cunty.
Yeah. Him for getting back with her after she did what she did and getting pissed off with the mates who backed him. Or her for being a sneaky fat whore.
I'll be honest, I didn't know she was fat up until this point, and it makes the whole story much worse. Now he's got no excuse.
It's not actually. I don't think she's the cunt because I think she's never.
I
Gonna,
think the pros and cons was a bit of a cunt.
No, I know, but she's never going to change her spots, is she?
Uh-huh.
So I think
A
the
slag
first
doesn't
time
change her
round-
tits.
The first time round, she was the cunt.
Yeah.
There's no need to cheat with a rapper from Hull, no less, and have a pro and cons list. But he now knows what she's like,
Yeah.
and if he takes her back, knowing
Yeah.
full well what she's like, it's on him. But the thing is you've got to just let it go. You got to let it go and
Yeah.
go, you do you. But when you fucking get your heart broken again, I'm not listening to it because you know how this is going to end. You're just telling yourself otherwise. So he's the cunt for going, oh no, this time's different, because he knows full well it isn't.
It's just pathetic more than a cunt. It's just really pathetic.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, just grow up. Just have a bit of spine in it.
I also don't think the pros and cons list is that bad. It was a secret pros and cons list.
Yeah, it's not that secret. Everyone knows about it.
Well, he found it.
Yeah.
found
Well,
it.
it's not well hidden enough, then, is it?
Yeah.
And, like, I think doing it in the first place is a really weird way to come at a relationship. It's like, should be, are you in love with that person? Yes or no. That's it, innit?
Yeah.
That's it. You don't need pros and cons. Do you love them?
You don't know how good these rhymes were from Hull. You know what I mean?
You're right. You're right. He might have had some deadly bars.
Loads of things rhyme with Hull.
Hull.
Yeah.
Hull.
And also, yep.
This bitch nice. I cover in chip spice.
Yeah.
Hull bars.
Docks.
Yeah.
Cocks.
Cocks.
There's
Yeah.
blocks. Fox.
Yeah, you can go all
That's
day.
4. And already, we're throwing
We've
them
only
out
just
here.
started.
It's probably the best city to be a rapper.
It's
Yeah.
fucking good
It's the city of
point.
culture.
Yeah.
Humber. I bet things rhyme with Humber.
Yeah.
Lumber.
Bridge. Fridge.
Yeah, I tap her on the underside. Now we're in Humberside.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah. She gives me a Hummer in Humber.
Tell you what, he's a good rapper in Hull. Could he do it in Stoke?
On a wet night.
Stoke a lot harder to be a rapper.
No, Coke.
Yeah, and then you got folk, and
Yeah.
then you're fucked.
Broke.
Well, yeah. That's where your raps choke.
Yeah.
Hey.
Joke.
Yeah.
There's loads.
Egg
Also,
yolk.
rappers generally try and rhyme more than one syllable.
And they don't only rap with the city that they're in.
Yeah. That's what they always do. It's like, I am from Manchester. Fuck. I plan better.
Has Hull got like a long area code for telephones as well? Because I know Bugsy Malone used to do
0161
0161.
Manny on the map. Yeah.
So is Hull like 017625?
Shout out to Casey Internet. Shabba. World's largest subquarium. Brat, pick it up.
Plus 77. Oh yeah, the Adult Toys Emporium as well.
Yeah,
There's a load of that's a track on an album.
Cunt of the week's clearly the bus driver, though, isn't it?
Bus driver.
It's obviously the bus
we've got
driver.
shopping shitter, bus driver.
Shopping shitter, bit of cheeky fun. The last guy's just pathetic rather than a cunt.
Yeah.
And I think the closest to a cunt is the woman, but I think that's a bit harsh.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's done that much wrong.
Bus driver.
Bus driver's been
Bus
enough.
driver.
Bus driver's the cunt of
Yeah.
the week, I think.
Bus driver is cut of the week. You have won yourself some O'Donnell's moonshine.
O'Donnell's moonshine. For when you're
Hey.
abusing Muslims, O'Donnell moonshine.
Send me your address. I'll send you some O'Donnell's moonshine.
There we go. Cunt of the week.
Cut of the
Well
week.
done.
Ah, it worked again. What a great feature.
Yeah, what a great feature. Well done, Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah. What have we got now?
The end.
Oh, is it the end now?
Oh, it's been lovely to have you on, Danny.
Thank you so
It's been
much.
an absolute
lads. I
pleasure,
love
mate.
yous. This
Where
has
can
been a
people
joy.
see Mr. Doom?
It is out online. If you have a look, it's on Amazon Prime is your best place for
Sure.
it. It's also on Rakuten and a couple of other digital channels. Anywhere but Netflix and Disney, basically.
Sure,
But
sure.
Please have a look at it. I hope you enjoy it. We're dead proud
It's
of
a
it.
lot of fun, man, and you
Thank
class
you,
at
mate.
it. So
Thanks a
well
lot,
done,
pal.
mate. Very proud of you.
Cheers, my friend.
Have you got anything you want to plug?
Yeah, I'm on tour. Get those tickets now. The first shows are in Derby and Blackpool. Those are coming up in a couple of weeks, so get those ones now at robcomedy.com.
And also Patreon, patreon.com/deadmentalkpod. £3 a month with a 7-day free trial, and for all that you get an extra episode every single week. You get access to sort of early access to any events that we do and specials and stuff like that. We're literally recording a special tomorrow that's going out there, and live shows get recorded and put on there as well. And by signing up to the Patreon, you help to keep the podcast going. Like
It's literally our only income
I
because we
cannot
can't keep
actually-
sponsors.
I cannot actually stress this enough. Without the Patreon, this wouldn't happen. It wouldn't.
I'm not
exist.
going back to editing episodes. We need to pay editors.
It's not happening. Most of the money pretty much all of it gets spent into the podcast, into keeping it going and making it so that we can deliver Dead Men Talking to you. So if you enjoy it, the reason we say give us £3 a month is not because we're greedy. It's
because I want your money.
it's
That's why I say it. I want £3. Give
it's
it.
because it goes towards keeping this going for you to enjoy. So, if you're not already, patreon.com/deadmentalkpod, and all the people that are on Patreon, thank you because you keep this happening. Right, fuck off. Bye.